In a quiet corner of the Milky Way, there was a world called Lunara V, home to a gentle species known as the Kiriana. They were an advanced civilization, masters of star travel and quantum harmony. But they had one problem they just couldn't solve. Their children were incredibly picky eaters. The Kiriana cubs were small, round, and impossibly adorable, with huge, starlit eyes and velvet paws. But come mealtime, it was a crisis. They'd poke at their nutrient gels, sniff their bioengineered fruits, and then gently push them away with a sad little chirp. The caretaker elders were desperate. Their advanced science had conquered galaxies, but it couldn't convince a toddler to eat their veggies. Then, a human ship, the SS Wonderlight, made an emergency stop nearby. Captain Elena Ramirez led the first contact team, expecting a standard diplomatic exchange. Instead, she was met by a solemn elder Mokai, who explained their predicament. "We seek aid." "In nourishment," he said. The human crew was stunned. Lieutenant Harris leaned over to the captain, whispering, "Ma'am." "Should we tell them?" Ramirez just smiled and said, "Bring the snacks." When the humans entered the great nursery dome, all the cubs froze, their glowing eyes fixed on the newcomers. Then, Private Jake Thompson stumbled, and a bag of his emergency rations tore open. Honey-roasted peanuts scattered across the floor. There was a moment of absolute silence. One brave little cub waddled forward. It picked up a peanut, sniffed it, licked it, and its eyes went wide. It let out a delighted trill so loud it echoed through the entire dome. Suddenly, it was happy chaos. Cubs were scrambling, giggling, stuffing peanuts into their mouths. Their little tails wagged like crazy. Health monitors, which had been showing decline for weeks, suddenly spiked with positive readings. Elder Mokai stared in disbelief. "What? Is this miracle food?" he asked. Jake just laughed. "They're peanuts, sir." The humans explained that peanuts weren't some advanced technology. They were humble, common, and cheap. But they were packed with protein, healthy fats, and most importantly, a flavor the cubs went wild for. Captain Ramirez knelt as a tiny cub climbed onto her boot, offering her a half-eaten, slobbery peanut as a gift. "Thank you, little one," she said softly, and the cub purred. The Kiriana elders were in awe. "You solved with simplicity what our science could not," Mokai admitted. Ramirez simply shrugged. "Humans survive because we learn to love the small things." Soon, the Kiriana were growing their own peanut-like crops. The cubs grew healthier and stronger than ever before. But something else happened. They started to imitate the humans, playing games of exploration and telling stories of the brave travelers who journeyed the stars armed with nothing but courage and snacks. When the Wanderlight was ready to leave, the entire planet came to see them off. The cubs waved their tiny paws, clutching peanuts like precious jewels. Elder Mokai bowed deeply. "Humanity," he said, "you are welcome on Lunara V forever." As the ship jumped to hyperspace, Captain Ramirez looked back. Across the galaxy, humanity was often known for its wars and its weapons. But on that day, on that gentle world, they were known for something much simpler. They were known for feeding children. And somewhere, small alien cubs were falling asleep, full and happy, dreaming of the stars and of peanuts. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more tailies from across the cosmos. See you next time.